to the Warhammer 3 and Part 3 of our Gor-Rok SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, we are here to start things off with a battle against Morlock and Skaven Clan Rock of his Skaven Rebels. This is actually the intern, as we wanted to try to fight this one on the defense. We would be both inside the walls and have the extra barrier and defensive points. We don't have very much melee attack, but it looks like just the three Saurus groups and then the one Saurus Scarvet is more than what it takes to deal with these rebels. So we will go ahead and hit the auto-resolve. We lose just the one unit of Saurus Spears, or Saurus Shields rather. Oh, wow, 1,000 kills, 1,200 and 900. Well done, lads. We will go ahead and exterminate them for a bit of armor and research for the great plan. Okay, the turn is ours once more. He's switched over to a channeling stance. Okay, well, Hot Rebarber, let's keep you moving towards Garrett down here. We need to try to get those extra alignments for assassinating the poor fool. Gor-Rok, we are moved into range to attack the Mangrove coast. I'm tempted to come out here and attack. Oh, he's out on the water. Never mind, we wouldn't be able to hit him. He's in his little Skaven boat. Okay, well, onward to the Mangrove coast then. It'll be kind of a similar battle that we've fought several times here with Gor-Rok's forces. Let's go ahead and once more take this one to the field. Since they are, man, they've got 60 summons of the Menace below. We'll have to keep a very close eye on our skink cohort as well as the Blessed Chameleons, but I think we've got what it takes to kind of blast these guys apart and limit our casualties. What is this? Just the Menace below summons? They've got +5 uses just for... They must have something else going on besides the overall Skaven corruption. Either way, let's charge on in and crush them. Okay, so a lot of open ground to cover. Let's make sure we are deployed behind both layers of forest here. Although we will be sacrificing the high ground, I think we can just deploy our skink skirmishers. We'll put the ones that can't hide normally. They can Vanguard deploy, so we can get them well into the forest. Them with both skink skirmishers there, so we'll get them in guard mode. And they can hopefully snooch on over and catch these Plague Claw catapults sleeping. I'll have Gor-Rok, Croak, and the big Bastillodon move straight towards the enemy. I'll have to have the Bastillodon kind of weave in and out of the trees, though, because they'll get slowed down a heap in said forest. We'll set up our skink cohort. Actually, we can keep them invisible, so they're not getting jumped on by the Menace below. I'll leave one unit of Saurus back to defend them. He would probably be the weakened unit if we really want to. Let's grab the spears. Since we are fighting a mostly melee-focused army, I'm going to have the shields on the outside, spears in the center. Just to give us a little bit more flanking effect there. Perfect. Most dangerous units in this army are easily going to be the Warp Grinders and those Plague Claw catapults, so bring the other mace units behind. Spread out enough where we can kind of get a nice flanking charge in on the units that don't have the shields. Bring it all back. Be a unit. You guys will all be a unit, but I'll take these out of guard mode so they can chase down whatever rats do get summoned in there. Alright then, let's get this battle started. We'll just scoop them right up the side. Right down the middle. They're going to summon the... Let's see, these guys actually degrade over time. Yeah, they're summoned. They, okay, maybe not. Maybe they last forever but have less... They lose more stats faster. I'm not sure. These spear clan rats definitely know something's over there in that woods. Something calls. This man just said, "It's a bonk." Or you don't have any idea how right you are. Krogar is It's a bonk personified. We'll bring you to bear against that warlord, bring the Revivification Crystal up with him, and Croak to explode any rats that can get froggy. We'll have the chameleons, since they could actually be invisible the whole time. Just kind of scoot on around. We'll have them go to here, and then in this position. I can't bring the other skinks forward, because they will be instantly spotted and have the Menace below summoned inside of their personage. Keep summoning them over here. It does look like they just get to keep them, so that's 6 extra clan rat summons. That's pretty awesome. Alright. In come the clan rats. I don't think you guys want any of what's on the way. Who are you launching those at? Oh, they're going for Croak. They actually have a pretty good chance of hitting him. Let's drop down the big bubble of Nope here, and then just push these guys both forward. You chase off this chieftain. As soon as we get in range, we should be able to be real mean to him. Come back in the trees. Oh, they got spotted. Yeah, those clan rat spears knew they were there. Alright, Croak, come on back. Harpastildon's taking way more damage than I thought he would. I'm thinking it's with the Warp Grinders. You guys are going to have to pull on away. One over and cause some issues. Now we're going to have to pull everyone else forward. Otherwise, we're going to take way... Oh, man, that Revivification Crystal is getting destroyed. Drop down the big Itza bubble. And time to drop down our infantry as well. Bring them on forward. Quickly, quickly. You just need to flee on away from there. Bring the skinks through. Get away. Here too, Itza Boom is about to go down. It takes 8 seconds. Get back in the woods. He has a bit of regeneration as well, so it should heal up nicely. Beautiful. That eviscerated the units surrounding him. Let's try to knock down this chieftain. I'm going after the other unit of skinks now. Definitely a better target. My skinks are very quick, though. That hurts every single time. Each volley is pretty brutal. Head back the other way there. Croak. Let's drop down the bubble of Nope. He got surrounded while I was trying to deal with the other units there. That does give him a chance to try to escape. We'll drop down the single Itza. We need everyone to get over here to help out Croak. Stat. You keep retreating. We'll bring you guys through. Try to go wide. They're getting caught by the earthquake. Oh, Croak, run. Not much we can do about it except for hope it gets on through. You guys come on in and try to stop these clan rats here. You guys keep moving. Get those darts where we need them. Gor-Rok is not enough to actually stop them from firing. Wow, Croak took so much damage there. Real unfortunate that our enemies get to start off with at least every single garrison seems to be able to have its own set of link lock catapults. Makes things nice and dangerous. Wait just a moment. Tormentor sword away. Run these rats down. Grab a couple of you. Pull on out. They are well gone. Keep moving through. You charge in and break these gutter runners here. Luckily, that regeneration should still keep going since the battle outcome has not been decided yet. At least it shouldn't be. Give that warlord one more good bop. Way more casualties in this battle than we should have. Move on in and give these gutter runners a nasty surprise. First group is dealt with. Croak, we gotta switch your targeting. They're gonna move up a little bit, as one would expect. Keep coming on away from these different units of clan rats they keep summoning. On through. Gor-Rok chase down the individuals there. Where's my Revivification Crystal? Get you on over here to start trying to heal up some of our Saurus there. A nice warm-up battle gone a little bit sideways. We lost about 200 in the fighting. And man, did Croak get damaged. You bring you on over here to heal up Croak. Oh, it's too late. We don't get any heals. Victory will have to sit in a settlement for at least a turn, or keep a very close eye on Croak the next battle here. I'm going to just go ahead and end the fighting here. Settlement battle being what it is. Leave it to me, though, to lose Croak in our... That's kind of a side battle, the throwaway one. Fabricgear was defeated, but we took a bit of damage on Croak and our Bastillodon in the process. We can heal them up in the next couple battles as long as we keep a very close eye on them. They both have their own ways to regenerate health, so they've got the heals, we just have to keep them out of the fighting. I'm going to go ahead and sack the settlement then for the blaming of our Mace of ULUMAK. Skaven, we've uncovered Skaven here. Take any trinkets you find, the dead will need them no longer. Up to 12% more income from stacking. Astromancers have spoken, and the Mace of ULUMAK is ours, so 25% more strength, physical resistance, and then the activated ability, giving him a 40% bump to both weapon damage base and armor piercing, and then 40 attack for 25 seconds. Pretty solid ability there. We'll turn Gor-Rok then right back around and claim the Mangrove Forest. I will not loot and occupy, just occupy it as is. We'll already have plenty of unfortunate control issues. So I prepare both of these, and I would kind of like to get some red crests in the army. I didn't previously, but let's go ahead and see just kind of what we can build up in the north here. Croak having really low replenishment is unfortunate, but as we saw, I think with the previous episode there, we were able to heal him up nearly to full in a single battle. We had to keep him well away from the fighting. Okay, Gor-Rok. Let's, I think, you're doing fine in your battles for now. So let's go ahead and start working on the extra melee attack for all of our Saurus warriors there. We'll max them on out, and then we'll continue down his gold line from there. Alright, Hot Rebarber, you've almost met him. We just have to make sure we don't eliminate Clan Pestilence beforehand. I'm not sure. They must be over here in Jubiatl then, for their last settlement. Fair enough. Well, now that we have dealt with the rebels, Rinky can come on down and finish them off. He just can't quite reach. We could instead make sure that Peggy doesn't try anything foolish. Who are you at war with?
I might kill you, but worry not. An
empty vessel still has a purpose. He's fighting Spittle, Leones over in Araby, and the Cult of Sotek. Very intriguing. So he's likely trying to push through our territories to go attack Sotek there. And it looks like they have started to be pushed back by Bordalo here in Khorn, but man, they've got a lot of work to do. I'd like to move up and claim Chakwa before they're able, but that will get us in conflict with both the Bordalo and this Tsinchian Minor faction here. We'll just bring Rinky back on up to Itza. He has the least aggressive Kroxagor name. Let's grab the Skink Barrios here in Jotl. So the Toon can go up to the next tier. And actually we'll grab, I think, the upgrade on Oxial. Or Wixel. I didn't need to say that wrong. As long as there's not an army sitting over here in the marks, we'll see. If they start sieging, I'll try to take out that building. But in the meantime, you're pretty devastating at yourself in combat, but just getting a few more Saurus would really make sure things are good. Of course, we could just wait for the Clever Girls building down in Oxial. We could come on down there and grab a couple of the cavalry. We've already moved up north with Rinky, so we'll keep him here for now. And we'll maybe just grab a couple of these or Skink Cohort just because they're cheap. So before we do that, though, I want to make sure I can get 2 units of Red Crest and Gor-Rok. There we go, 2 Red Crests on Gor-Rok, and then we'll give Rinky whatever's left. A unit of Skink Cohort, that works for me. Landwa Pact would also like a non-aggression pact. I'm not going to be doing any fighting of the Lizardmen factions. I'll be trying to confederate with all of them, because they will all be falling eventually. Because most of the ones around us are all minor factions. Lizardmen are tough, but the minor factions are meant to fall. Wisdom of the first spawning. That's because Croak is hanging out with us. He's basically Jiminy Cricket.
Speak.
Melwin. I'm still undecided if we should keep you alive. You are trading with Cult of Sotek for now. I guess perhaps we could leave the High Elves down here in the Capes.
What would you ask of the Asa?
Give me some goodies.
Very well.
Sorted trinkets. Whatever you mean bulls have for us. Yeah, no more goodies. And Skrulk the Nasty's hanging out up there in the north. Well, with our newly gotten gains, we could actually come on in and, not for Gor-Rok, but we could have Rinky grab yet another squad of cohort javelins. It'll be perfect. Just give them a few more bodies. I mean, they're all throwing things at the enemy. Poison tip spears. It's pretty dangerous, right? Alright, beautiful.
A quest has been issued.
New quest
Mighty
battle.
Lord.
Yeah, this is one we're going to want to ignore. Winning the Shield of Aeons battle, we're going to want to ignore this one for a little bit, because this is going to be a pretty nasty force of this Skaven, and they definitely will have reinforcements. Once again, the time has come for the Great White Lizard to rid the sacred jungles of Lustria of those degenerate elements that are not part of the Old One's great plan. Itza is currently under siege from Luther Harkin's undead pirate crews and his army of vermin mercenaries. Truly the foulest examples of the exceptionally foul Skaven race that the Great White Lizard has ever set eyes upon. As is to be expected from a hardened seaborne pirate, Harkin's force is strong in artillery and has already created several breaches in Itza's ancient walls. Now Gor-Rok's only option is to prepare for the inevitable assault, and trust that Nakai the Wanderer will arrive in time to lift the siege. Our plan is to hold the line until Nakai gets here? That's a terrible plan. Wixel has been besieged once more. Morlock, you were very brave. How about you go ahead and leave, good sir? This time permanently. We will once more exterminate for a bit more research rate. I think that just extends the amount of time it's going to actually be active. We can't get it on the town. Let's find out. I'm at 105% research rate, so maybe not. That slow roll continues. Dick Rick is over here now. He's got just some skinks hanging out together. Would you leave Gor-Rok alone there, Garrett? Success chance is too low. More points probably first then. We can slot him into Gor-Rok's army. Having a Scarvet in here would be great. And they can jump out and try to assassinate Garrot soon. Alright, Gor-Rok. Well, Jupi Yaddle is likely... How many... Be nice, camera. How many settlements do you have left? Just the one. Let's push them back into Jupi Yaddle. I'm going to sit here. And can I replenish Croak at all? No. How unfortunate. Any of our stances give me any more... a bit more punishment, which honestly I don't mind. We keep Gor-Rok here for a turn. We bring Hot Rod Barber. I can't quite make it. I mean, we could easily take down Jupiatl as is, even with a weakened Lord Croak. He's not going to get much heals as is. Problem is that we would be forced to stay in Jupiatl. Wound chance too low. That's crazy. How have you been leveling up? Just by walking around, existing. Yeah, he's level 4. Okay. Alright, Hot Rod Barber. Well, let's bring you over towards Jupiatl and we'll just bring him in for the fight. This army will likely run back to the settlement. Hopefully, try to wound We'll see. Rinky, it may be time to go ahead and declare war on Khorne and wipe them out. There's also the other Skaven. Let's deal with Khorne first, though. And the longer we leave them here, the way more obnoxious that's going to get. Switch over into the Astromancy stance. And then we wait, yeah. Looks good. Some Atun we go ahead and upgrade as well and get the insect breeding farm going. Probably a good call, actually. And then the turn. Elves leave their haven to extend offerings to Gor-Rok. What says you, Melwyn? The old ones would smile on the sight of our peoples working together in harmony. Or at least you not being butchered. Like a non-aggression pact? That's fine for now. Yep. No counter offers, and I'm not going to be giving you military access anytime soon. You can have the cape. Alright, yeah, now Verma sitting outside means there is another force inside of Kupiatl, which does not have any garrison, though. Or I guess it's not telling us the garrison. Before we charge it on that one. Rom Horstman. What else do you have? Chaos Furies. That's 3 units of Furies. Another melee specialist. This one without any kind. Oh, he's a cultist, so he's not actually as tough. He's not anything to sniff at. Triple Halberd Warriors of Khorne. I think this team could win, especially if we hit Crom on the outside. I think we can. It's a little bit spooky, because we've only got the 2 units of Saurus Warriors, and I'm not sure how well they stack up against just the normal dual weapon Warriors of Khorne. These guys have 120 armor and 45 weapon strength. We've got 78 weapon strength, immunity to contact, barrier, a little bit of resistance. I think now's the time to go for it. All right, Mortalo.
We have met before.
Whether chivalrous or not, I will strike you down, scum!
Call me scum. We've got 16 negative. He's only fighting with Spittle and Bordelot. We could take the defensive alliance with them. This would likely get us in trouble with those other armies soon, though, so let's just grab the military access and take the gold. Who is at war with Khorne? Wardens of the Living Pools. Perfect. Zotek is not. I will join your war with the Bloodkeepers, and you will give me trade. They'll be down for the non-aggression later on. We are of one mind. Indeed. Line walk back. Not yet on the defensive alliance. I don't want to get dragged into a war with Bordelot just yet. Happy to crush Crom Horstman, though. Let's get him. Watch out for those knights, though. So it gives us a valiant defeat. They do have a Blood Shrine of Khorne, which could be dangerous as long as we don't get the javelins in as we need to, but they're a bit weakened. I think we have the advantage. We'll definitely want to bring our Blessed Skinks up with Rinky so we can poison the enemy lord there. Let's get to it. Alright, the first battle of Rinky the Ravager, and boy is it bright. Shiniest of Itza flax. So he is just proudly standing in the middle, as we would expect from Khorne. I'm happy to see it. We'll go ahead and set our Blessed Chameleon Skinks hill here, and I think we will want to drag to our javelins. I don't want to have them come up and help with the Lord there, but we could bring 3 forward. Grab you, box you up a little bit as well. Set them in the middle. You have them kind of back as reserves. And for these guys, we'll just pull them back. Let our barrier Saurus be the front line. So we'll just kind of block them up a little bit more and scoot them out. Kind of like this. The Furies will be going right over the top regardless what we do. They will want to dive in with the juicier skink cohort. Way weaker target. Alright. Got our skinks, we've got our chameleons. Grab the Ravager himself. Have all the infantry together. Moving on in and take a look at our Gor-Rok Ancient here. A imposing and fantastic looking model. They're just smaller versions of Nakai. Not quite as dangerous as Nakai, but still able to pretty much hold down an entire bastion by themselves. Right then, lads. Let's get them. Just gotta scoot everyone else up to this hill. Would really like to be fighting the enemy inside the trees if we can help it. He's got the monstrous strength ability. Fool's Brace for the impact. Realists get well out of the way. A lot of damage. Bring you boys around for some poisony fun. He's just standing here, watching this hulking lizard come his way. See if Khorn blesses you or not. Incoming darts. Where'd those come from? Pull it away so you're not wasting your ammo. Going to keep him poisoned while Rinky closes the gap. I think you should have brought your brown pants, sir. Here comes the Gor-Rok. Oh, he sees the chameleons. They've made him angry. I wouldn't turn your back on the big gator. That seems like a mistake. He's getting pelted with arrows or darts. Oh, the spin! Didn't do that much damage, though. Let's go ahead and pull on away. No reason to keep layering on the fire. It's really just for the poison. Oh, he's bullying our Gor-Rok. Alright. Well done. Champion of Khorn. Gives him the punch. Yeah, why use the giant weapon there? Go ahead and pull on away. He's way faster. We can let those javelins do some damage. I think we did more friendly fire damage than anything else. Oh, the enemy lord flees. Perfect. Definitely going to await the reinforcements. We got 2 seconds before they arrive. Pull these skinks back. We'll have you hunt down this lord here. We can't let him come back. Here come our enemies. In they march. See if we have what it takes. Needed to fully defeat him in that battle instead of what happened. The javelins are flying. And immediately help out with those Furies as they land. They will rip apart our other units there. Yeah, they're already going to crash into a huge amount of damage. You guys can rip apart those Marauders of Khorn. Come on around. Alright, we just have to leave that guy where he is. They're terrified. They're not coming back. Come on, Saurus. You got this. Javelins. Backline javelins go after big. Spawn a Khorn there. You've got a Khorn Lord on your tail there, buddy. Let's spin around and deal with that. My Saurus are losing their fights. Not good to see. Turn that monster strength on. Okay, we are in the woods. We are getting some really nice javelin chucks in on the back. My Saurus are having a lot of trouble. Alright, he easily handled that, Lord. Get on back over here now. Nice darts in behind, turn, and throw. You boys get those javelins in on the Blood Shrine. Our Saurus are getting ripped apart. Kind of expecting them to fight a little bit better, but against multiple Khorn warriors at the same time would be a tough one. As per usual, we do learn to respect chaos the hard way. Boys are going to charge in and get destroyed. He's just a bit slow having to cross the entire battlefield. I should not have chased the enemy lord there. Keeping him here was incredibly important. Still in the woods. Not getting enough damage on that spawn of Khorn, and he keeps getting our lads to flee in terror. Which, to be fair, makes sense. Let's go ahead and get... I think he would want to retreat now so we don't take too much damage. We did kill the one lord, so we'll have to be recruiting in another one. As we watch this, we're just going to watch a bunch of soldiers go down. Let's see if we can't be selective, though, before leaving, and bring you around to maybe bring down this spawn of Khorn, or either the Blood Shrine, one of the two. Not call it just yet. Pull these javelins back a little bit. Stay in so you can hold the line for a better moment. That spawn is leaving, chasing after those other javelins. Go ahead and pull on away. Let's get your charge bonus off one more time there. Khorn boys are real dangerous. And our normal skinks are just not quite the most brave of lads. Attack the Blood Shrine, please. Frankie, if you can beat down on this cult of Khorn, that would be just fantastic. Move forward a little bit, get that those poison darts layered in where you can. Can't see any of the fighting unless we're down in close. He is obliterating the cultists. Let's go ahead and pull you on away from the fighting, that way we don't get bogged down fighting two pretty tough enemies at once there. Pull the Dark Boys on away. Come on, Rinky, you gotta get away from... Oh, did he get hit with the Cavalry Bane? Yeah, he's going nowhere. Going nowhere fast. I have no clue how these Chaos Warriors actually managed to close that gap, but... if we can get on away, we can actually get them back and probably bring down one of these two shrines. Sweet. And he does regenerate, which is fantastic. Alright, we'll go ahead and have you guys retreat. You guys go ahead and retreat as well. Chameleon skinks are not the best in a fight. Bully them for a minute. But anyone else, all of our other skinks need to go ahead and retreat on away. Just punch that man in the face real quick. You don't want to fight the warriors, but I'm happy to, or at least the halberd warriors. Happy to continue to bully some of these others as they charge back around. Oh, they're going to call it a defeat. Fair enough. Alright. ended our first true loss there, but we actually managed to get out with everyone but the two Saurus teams, which is not so bad. All of their demon units have been wiped out, and oh, Crom actually managed to survive, did he? He was laying on the ground, but sure, why not? Gained 1 alignment. He has gained himself a horse now after, I guess, surviving that battle somehow. Oh, I gave him some bloodletting, did it? Lucky, lucky you are. Switch back. Now we're unfortunately stuck here. After that loss, we get to hang out in enemy territory for a turn. No fun. Oh, maybe with Route March we get a little bit further. Back into friendly territory? Oh, indeed. So then from there, we go ahead and grab a few more. Well, you know what? Let's not. Let's stay in this position. And we'll bring Gor-Rok up. Where'd Garrett go? He looks like he's disappeared. Well and truly, they would not like me to get those extra alignments. So be it. I'd move Gor-Rok to here. Bring Rabarber on in to train. And then we'll attack Vermes. He retreats like a coward. Can we attack Vermes again? And yeah, you're not going to make me fight the settlement garrison first. I would like to hunt you down first, good sir. Oh, wow, okay. Many armies hiding behind these walls here. Here at victory, we lose Croak. We very well might end up losing Croak simply because of the Menace Below summons. Luckily, the garrison and the reinforcements will take about 2 minutes to arrive, so if we can kind of cordon them in with all of our Saurus and Red Crests, we'll be able to rip them apart and keep Croak safe as well. So we just have to keep him behind our important troops and rush on over. Is this a Ruin spellcaster? No, even better. Most dangerous units are definitely going to be the Warp Grinders. Warp Stone Scorch, dropping leadership and armor. Awesome. Alright then. What does the Pestilence Clan Stone do? Gives them some resistance and the Poison Imbuement. That's not as good as Molder. Alright, let's take a quick look at the terrain and dive on in. Alright, a hugely open battlefield. We'll have to see just where their reinforcements with the Blade Claws will be coming in from. Let it begin. Just realized we don't have the base of ULUMAK, do we? That's gonna be bad. Oh, we don't have the... Why wouldn't you auto-equip his quest item? That's nonsense. Alright, we'll start deployment. All sad-like. But we definitely need... How many... A minute. If we get bogged down and these guys are able to charge into our sides, we're going to have an incredibly bad time. Let's get real aggressive with this group here. They've just got Slave Slings and just kind of a clan rat line. Let's go... all of my Mace warriors without shields on one flank here. Spread a couple of them out. Sit here and be real sad that we're not wielding the Mace of ULUMAK. He just doesn't have as much damage. We can't kind of bop the enemy spellcaster once or twice to finish him off. Let's grab the warriors with shields. Spread them out this way. Javelin runners in. Kind of on the flanks, so they can kind of get out and get around the lines and chuck those spears. Got Million and normal skinks, we can throw them in. Pretty much wherever we want. If they choose to use a Menace Below summon to go after my skink skirmishers, I don't really mind that, so we'll leave them here. Missile troops. Infantry, we just need our Red Crests, which I'm going to deploy on this flank. Any of our skink units are far more spendable. Since these guys have immunity to contact, they should be able to dive on into those Warp Grinders pretty well. Roke and the Bastillodon together to start. We'll just have a Gor-Rok charge on over. Gor-Rok and Khornate can hang out as a team. First in Gor-Rok. Perfect. And a Mace of ULUMAK over to Khornate here instead. Battle begin. Forward into dawn. Spawning the units behind them. Works for me. Gor-Rok, let's go find their enemy lord. Give him a hug. Inks are a little bit quick. Let's slow those guys down. I'm gonna keep you backed by Croak as well. In case of any nonsense. They feel like they can jump in and take him out. They definitely will try it. Okay, there's the mage. The boys just dive into the center of this line here. Covered enemy foes, have I? Straight on in. Back a little bit there. Keep on moving. Gor-Rok, get over there and just hunt down the enemy lord. All my javelins to go after the warp grinder teams. There and get them. You boys run around behind. Gonna keep Croak near enough to the revivification crystal. Goofy Skaven Slave Slings charging on over. How long do we got? 10 seconds. That's not good. That took us a long time to close that gap then. Boy. Over here quick, you guys. I got bogged down, that's why. Stuck in our own units. Alright, well here comes the boom. You're not. Stop this unit. These guys are pretty overwhelmed, so we'll go ahead and drop down the big bubble of nope. Keep running through them. Gor-Rok, you keep working towards this spellcaster there. Here comes the artillery. Alright, so let's bring beat you with the Slan, to be honest. Throw down the huge Itza boom in the middle of this, just trying to get rid of them faster. Surround and destroy this blob here. We can get in on the artillery crews pretty quickly. Wolf rats have moved on in. They're definitely going to be an issue, so let's bring you through. Stop people from fleeing. We just got a huge Saurus blob here. Rats have been dealt with, so let's bring you guys through. Did you manage to club the enemy? Spellcaster, now he ran away like a coward. Hunt down this warlord first. We'll grab you guys and just give them a lock, send them into combat. Attack all forward. Pour from the trees like a great storm. Big bubble of nope in here. Gor-Rok is having just the best time. Frolicking. We can't even really see all the carnage. He's in the middle of just some nonsense. Keep them moving through after that warlord. Oh, here he is. Seeps Relic must die. Pull them on away. Looks like they have been caught a bit. Fleeing and non-fleeing units come back pretty quickly. Bring you boys on over to run down some Night Runners. Bok bok. This is where having the clever girls would be just fantastic. Alright, Slon, go ahead and explode all these clan rats here. Pull back away, Skinks, just a bit. We've got around to help your brother in there. Lots of explosions going down. Bring you boys in to throw out those plague monks. Break through the line to go after the enemy lord. And you try to do the same to go after those plague claws. Operation Stop those catapults. Oh, I didn't realize my Bastillodon had gone all the way around. Not what I wanted with him. Khornate is now here in the middle of danger. It is really hard to figure out. Gor-Rok, you need to go hunt down enemy heroes and lords. Red Crests fight to the absolute bitter end. And you gotta respect him for it. He did completely surround my one of my units of Skinks, though. They've got no chill there. Big bubble and nope. Probably on these guys over here. They're doing everything they can to try to chuck their throwing stars at our Khornate there. Round, bring these blessed ones back. He managed to shut him down. No, he didn't. Pull on through back into the back here, smashing the back of this group. You guys should be easily finishing off the enemy spellcaster here. Put the warlords back for some more fun. Guarding our skink skirmishers some more. Come on through if you can. Red Crest, keep running them off. Move up a little bit there. Big unit surrounding Gor-Rok. We can see them off. Pretty massive scale battle here. So we're Scarvet and Gor-Rok fighting back to back. Just coating themselves in rat blood there. Pull you on away for a second. And there's the victory. The rats flee for their pitiful lives. This is definitely not the end of this battle, though, because we have only just begun. If we can hunt down a lot of these rats, we can stop the... Oh, the Itza does nothing. We can stop them from having quite as many inside the walls here, but this is about to be a pretty tough siege. In a moment. We upgrade our Pyrrhic victory to a close, and we actually don't lose any of our units, unlike what Auto-Resolve was thinking. 1,200 kills going down to Khornate here, and a fair bit of heals. We can probably do a little bit better before we manage to end said battle, but not bad across the board, except for you guys. 10 kills, slacking. We will go ahead and I think the best idea would be to kill and eat to keep our momentum. Although the settlement garrison was pretty well ravaged there in the fighting. Let's make sure, though, we don't lose... I think it'll probably try to get rid of Khornate. Let's see. Yum yum, eat him up. Sure, assailant. They should have boarded because Garrett was slain in the battle there. Fortunate. Let's pass up the skills, and actually, before we initiate battle, Tormentor's Sword does not belong to you. Grab that base of ULUMAK. I think we'll grab the Tormentor's Sword on Riki. He lost his first battle, but he definitely needs some help. We'll make sure no one can hit him back, and we'll give him at least magical attacks, which would be nice. Fighting against demons. Here we go, Gor-Rok. You've got your proper mace. Go for the next point into Proud Warrior. A bit more armor and melee attack. Dropping winds and magic cost sounds great. Oh, we didn't actually have the regeneration on Khornate just yet. I see. Well, in that case... Say faction-wide. Alright then. Constant casualty replenishment rate for all own armies faction-wide. That is likely what we're going to want to go for. Extra movement range is fantastic, but just kind of constant replenishment rate sounds awesome. We'll do that after we capture the settlement, though. Generation first. Baba. I mean, I think we might as well give you predatory fighting to start, since we're about to be another battle here. Increase your melee potential. And onward to Chubiatl. This is SFO we lose? No one. Nice. That's what we'd like to see. This means 0. You see nothing. We did gain 6 alignments for that one. I do think we are getting quite a bit more per battle here. We will go ahead and loot and occupy. Would love the replenishment. The Trojan Plains have been secured. Perfect. Well, I would love to scoot back over towards Oixel and grab some of those clever girls. They've got speedy unit with some armor piercing. Oh, you get them once you get the summon up to tier 3 no matter what. That's cool. Very cool. I'm going to go ahead and delete this building. Here are main settlement and port settlement, or port building there. And we'll go ahead and upgrade, I think, to the temple precinct, just to keep things on the safer side. So saving for the 4,000 to turn Itza into the Holy Ziggurat, probably a better idea. We'll go ahead and save some gold then. 4,000. Let's scrounge it up. Ring key. Let's switch you just so we're not having to pay quite as much gold. This is dangerous if Crom decides to come on an attack solo. I doubt that would happen. Either way, though, let's go ahead and... You got one more skill point. Works for me. Let's give you the ability to train our boys a bit better. 50 more sounds awesome. Saurus are such cool-looking units. Wood Elves and Lizardmen. Tied for my favorite faction. Alright. Building upgrade available. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save. Makes me sad, but we'll go ahead and save. And here the next turn we'll go ahead and upgrade Itza to a Ziggurat. On through. Pass out our commandment. I think of... Alignment of War. Be intriguing if we weren't already kind of keeping... Skaven are very well pushed out. We just need to move up and deal with Clan Spittle now. Let's actually go for the alignment of monuments down here in Cholchin Plains. Just for the extra research rate and action-wide cooldown to spells. Sounds good to me. Not so worried about upgrading the... We've already expanded quite a bit, and it'd be very hard to actually control all this. Luckily, we have most of the allies in the south, though, so that makes things quite a bit easier. We'll give it an intern, and we'll see things play out. Oh, what's good, Torchic? Master orders Gor-Rok to hear you. We offer assistance to our noble spawn. Do it like a non-aggression pact. Alright, Foxlon, I accept. Okay, and a mission issued. Capture and occupy the following settlement. Chakwa. Owned by the Dark Gods. I know, I failed my first attempt, now they have even more. There's a double cultist now. Well, let's make sure we are actually recruited up with some armor-piercing units that actually have some frontline capabilities. We'll bring Rinky on back to home base here in Itza. While we do so, we'll go ahead and upgrade Itza as well. Take the 5 turns. We can just kind of move on up and attack the marks of the old ones next. And I think we will. Let's see what kind of foes await us. Our Red Crests could use some combining, but I think we'll be fine. If they get wiped out, so be it. They are but skinks after all. Onward to victory. Keep these alignments up after all. Yeah, Clan Spittle has been spotted. Is there anything inside the settlement here? Let's cancel the move. They know they're at war with other factions here. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're at war with you guys. Real quick, let's check with the rats themselves. Land Wampak is all. I will join your war against Clan Spittle. And you will give me my allegiance is clouded. No longer, good sir. My allegiance is to gold. Just taking your money and not the non-aggression, the defensive pact. He's going to want us to get us into a war with Bordello now. I cannot wait. We'll definitely need to start recruiting in some Spearsaurus, so that's what we'll go for instead of the Mace guys with Rinky. And Rinky will be great at anti-cavalry himself, so... Land Wampak. You actually have the gold for an outpost, which would give us access to a fair few units. I just don't want to pay 2,000 for that right now. Can't lie. All right, Gor-Rok. Finish them. 5 more alignments. And we will go ahead and loot and occupy, just to be nice and cheeky. A hibernation attendant. 2% more replenish rate for all units in the army. It is vital to ensure the master is kept cool and moist at this time of waking. Just spray him down with a little water bottle every now and again. It's an important job. Alright, Gor-Rok. Speed, missile resistance. Or ambush defense chance and spell resist. Agility of the lizard seems way better. Speed is always excellent for a foot lord, especially one that moves kind of at base speed. 32 being kind of your lowest speed. Or ward save as well. He's up to rank 9. Let's grab the last point into Proud Warrior, and if I can remember to save, we'll try to save. That way, once we hit rank 10, we can at least get 1 additional unlock. Now, what that would be, I'm not sure. Probably just more resistance for all of our Saurus. Unflinching gives him merely a flesh wound, so if he's below 50% health, he gets 25% more speed and 10% or 10 more melee attack, and becomes unbreakable. Fair enough. Hurt him too much and it makes him angry. We'll pass out these skills and we'll go ahead and end the episode here. I think what we want... Speed, faction-wide. Faction-wide speed, huh? Croak's abilities are so good, it's hard to actually pick one. Except for this one. I think we want the constant replenishment. Growth would be fantastic, and we'll likely go for that next. Constant replenishment is crazy. Hot Rebarber here. We'll just give him the Enforcer of Strength. Or the Enforcer of Order. One of the two. Alright, well with that victory over Clan Spittle and our new war kind of pushed the rats out, well, the rats are being pushed out of Lustria with their quickness. Wayne would be proud. But for now, I'm out of time for today. I have been at Space Wizard of War. Leave a like for Light God and a sub for the sub phone. See you on the next one.